What is up, you guys? What's going on? I felt like I needed a new intro. I feel so repetitive saying the same thing. Hey guys, what's up? It's Carissa, aka Sweet Plum Bob, and welcome back to my channel. But anyways, guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel for an apartment renovation. Okay, so this apartment is, I think, 930 Medina Studios. I always say I'm gonna write it down so when I'm doing my voiceover I don't butcher it, but I never do because I usually just decide to do these just whenever I have the time and I'm very not prepared. So yeah, it's the last apartment in the Medina Studios. I've done the other two apartments, and make sure you check those out if you have not. But this is a huge apartment, and I have never renovated this apartment. I've never even been in this apartment, and I had no idea how big it was. So I was like, what style do I want to go for? And since it is in the art studio and the other two wasn't very like artistic or suited for an artistic sim, I said I'm gonna make this like kind of an art, not studio because it's a huge apartment, but I guess like a family artistic family apartment. So it is 3 bedrooms. It is furnished for an adult, like a teenager or a child, and a child, not or. So yeah, 3 bedrooms, biggest apartment that I've done thus far on my channel. And I do get intimidated by big houses or big builds and big renovations because I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with all this space? And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I try to do things different with every speed build or every apartment because I don't want them to ever look the same or be the same. But I've noticed I do use a lot of the same stuff, or have like my little trademark like mirror. I always put like a big mirror on the wall to take up space. So I almost did it in the dining room, but I said no, do something different. This house is on the gallery, or this apartment, my bad, is on the gallery. Okay, I try so hard not to use custom content in my builds anymore. I think I did it on my first 2, and I noticed that like a lot of you liked it, but it didn't really get a lot of downloads because you guys probably don't have that furniture or the CC, and it's just a pain in the butt for me to link them and for you to go find them and download them just so the apartment is complete. So I've been trying not to use any CC in my builds and renovation so it's accessible to you guys and it's useful to y'all. But this apartment does have CC. It's only one thing, and it is the couches. It is the hipster, I forgot, what is it called? The hipster something. It's actually like a base game couch, but it's a recolor of it. So I will link that down below. It's one couch if you guys want to go get it. I definitely recommend it. I don't have a lot of furniture like CC, and I did like it at first, but now I kind of want to go back in and delete all of it because I just don't really like how it looks in my game. But the stuff that is recolored, so it's Max's Match Made, but it's just recolored, I do like those because it gives you obviously more options and more of a variety. And so that couch is beneficial. I love it. It's got so many different colors because that couch, the hipster couch, I've always liked it, but I'd never liked the colors. They were just blah and didn't work out for me. So I really like that recolor. Like I said, will be linked down below. Easy to find. Download it. Boom. It's in there. But make sure if you want to download this, get the couch, and then of course go to the gallery where, you know, all that's linked down below. Make sure you include custom content in order for this build to show up on my little gallery page. Alright, so yeah, freaking hate doing voiceovers because see, that was all I had. That's all I had when it came to talking about the build. That's all I could come up with. And I know some people are like, well, I want to hear about the build. I didn't want to watch the feed build to like listen to you talk about stuff I don't care about. Well, if that's you, then just mute it. Because I'm sorry, I cannot talk about the build the whole time. It bores me and I don't even know what to say. Like, oh, I put a picture there, that looked nice. But in all honesty, I did want this to look kind of like a artistic feel to it, so I did include paintings, and you'll see in the master bedroom he has like a little paint studio type room in the middle, or not in the middle, but when you enter in the room, and then his bed's like attached to it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm proud of myself. It looks very good. But yeah, I really like this apartment because I usually don't play in big apartments. I usually start my sims off in apartments, like when they move out, like when it's just one sim or like a married couple. But then when it's time to have kids, I want to move them into a neighborhood because it's more like kid friendly, and I'm more oriented towards like the family aspect of The Sims. So I don't even think I've ever played a family where the kids and everything grow up in the city, and I should probably do that. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, I think, if I did, this apartment is really good. If you have kids in the city, it's got 2 bedrooms, plenty of room for kids. Of course, I did include a washer and dryer. I really like what I did with the space. I hope you guys like it. I also, of course, had to put in some kind of pet. So for me, I hate the fact that dogs are locked up in apartments, and I want a dog so bad. I'm a huge dog person. I prefer dogs over cats any day. But like, there's certain dogs that do better in apartments, like smaller dogs, but like the bigger dogs and dogs that need a lot of energy and stuff, and they just don't have a yard, or you can't just like let them outside to go play in the yard, and it kind of breaks my heart. I feel so bad for them, but I still want a dog for my apartment, but I'm thinking maybe I should get a cat instead, because I just feel like cats aren't as high maintenance as dogs. Like, they don't require you to take them outside and play with them. They don't need all that exercise. They're kind of lazy and chill. Like, that's my kind of pet, honestly. But yeah, so I furnished this for a cat because I just figured, apartments, cats, I mean, where's your dog gonna go? Go outside and pee? He's gonna go poop on the sidewalk in The Sims? Like, it's just not realistic. So you could put a dog in there, not judging anybody that does, but personally it's not ideal for me. And I think realistically, and I forget this is like The Sims, Carissa, it's a game, so I put a cat in here. So you can have a little cat in your apartment, your artistic apartment, or a dog. It's up to you, whatever you want. I'm just suggesting. Anyways, guys, let's talk about something besides the build, because you see, I just kind of start getting a little confused and sounding like retarded when I'm talking. So with that being said, how are y'all doing today? I hate doing voiceovers. What's new? Anyways, I'm at work right now. I feel like I've always made videos at work, and y'all are probably thinking, like, what job do you have that you can sit and freaking play The Sims and do voiceovers? Good question. I think I've mentioned it before, but if you have not heard, I will tell you again. I work at a plastic surgeon's office. It's a really cool, laid-back job. It's just me and the doctor that work here. He's a little bit older. He's close to retirement within like 2 years. So he used to have like all kinds of nurses and all kinds of people working here, but he kind of cut back. And so I started working here probably about 4 months ago, and I'm like basically run the whole office, and I'm like his little assistant. So I help him examine patients and like surgeries and stuff like that, but I also run the office. I'm answering the phone, I'm doing accounts receivable, I'm setting up charts, pay, like everything. I literally do everything. And we are not that busy on certain days. Like, certain days he's here all day, and some days he's not here. And as long as I stay caught up on like filing and my paperwork and the bills and everything, I have downtime, and he doesn't mind that I do whatever I want in my spare time as long as I'm done with my work. So yeah, that's when I usually play The Sims, because like today he left at 10 o'clock and I'm here until 4, and I don't have anything to do. I'm all caught up. So I was like, you know what, I just bring my computer and I play The Sims and I catch up on my voiceovers, and that really, really helps me stay ahead. So I love this job. It's a blessing. It pays very good, and it's just so laid back and so chill. I have no idea what I'm going to do when he retires. So yeah, anybody interested in a boob job, liposuction, tummy tuck, Botox, whatever, holler at your girl. Come down here to Alabama and I will hook you up. But yeah, anyways, yeah, once again, don't know what to talk about. Oh, I will tell you guys that I'm doing something today. Doing something very monumental. I'm going to the gym. For the first time in like probably 2 years. Last night I was getting in the shower and I just felt like very insecure, like sorry, this is kind of like not PG-13, but naked body, like looking at your own body. I was like, I'm not happy with how I look. I'm not happy with how I feel. And I'm 5'2", so I'm very short, and I've always been very petite. I've always been very tiny, like very tiny. And you know, when you're younger, like when you're a kid and you're younger, it's so easy to, you know, you're always going, you're always hanging out with your friends. When I was in college, I was like the tiniest I'd ever been because I was walking to classes, eating whatever the cafeteria was serving, which was usually more towards the healthy side because I couldn't afford to go and like buy all my groceries and cook and everything. So I was in shape. I was more in shape, more tiny. But then when I came out of school and I got my apartment and started settling down and working, I don't do any kind of exercise, y'all. It's terrible. All I do is go to work, sit down at a desk, I move around a little bit, and then I go home and sit on my couch or sit in a chair like at a desk and play The Sims. And so I'm not getting any kind of exercise, and you know, I'm not as young as I used to be, so you know, it's catching up to me when I eat and stuff. I'm not exercising, and I'm by no means like huge or anything. I'm just unhappy with the way I look, and I know that I'm not healthy. I don't drink enough water, that's for sure, and I just feel like so unhealthy. And so I was like, you know what, I've got to go to the gym. I've got to start eating healthy. I've got to make a change because, you know, not because I'm like trying to oppress anybody. You know, I've already got a boyfriend. We've been in a relationship for 6 years. Like, he ain't going nowhere. He better not. But like for myself, like I'm not happy with how I look. I want to be stronger. I want to be healthier, and I want to feel better. And I also have like anxiety really bad, and I have panic attacks and stuff like that. So my anxiety just gets really bad sometimes. And you know, what you eat really relates to how you feel. Like, I know that's kind of crazy, but look into it. I'm serious. If you're eating a bunch of junk and a bunch of sugar and stuff, and you already like have anxiety, you're feeding yourself a bunch of bad stuff for your body, and it's affecting you. It really is. So yeah, same with exercise. You know, if you have anxiety or depression or anything, they say get out and exercise, like move your body, and it makes you feel 10 times better. Like, I'm so serious. Like, who has the motivation to do that? Not a lot of people, but once you do it, it really does help. And I'm not saying that just because it's something that I've read, but I have been there and done that. 2 years ago, well, yeah, probably about close to 2 years now, I was working out not every day, about 5 days a week, and I worked out for about a year, like straight, 5 days a week. I started eating healthy, and it was very hard to get started. That's the worst part. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I just have no motivation to even get started and make that change in my life. But once I got started and I got in the habit of it, I just felt like I was doing something. I felt better. I began to notice, you know, my body toning up, and, you know, had more endurance. I could lift more. I could run more, and it was just satisfying, and I felt good about myself. And what happened was I ended up getting sick. I had like the stomach virus, and then I had the flu, and so I was out of the gym for like a month because I was like really sick for like a whole month. And then once I got out of, you know, the gym a little bit, I tried to go back, and, you know, I kind of like got sick at the gym because I was like very weak and still taking medicine. And honestly, like, this is gross, but I kind of like vomited, and like everybody knew I did. I didn't do it in front of everybody, but it was just kind of obvious, and I was very weak, and people were like, are you okay? And it was so embarrassing, and I was like, I need to recover. And so I never went back after that, and yeah, I kind of just been crap since then. I just haven't done anything, and I don't like eat unhealthy. I don't eat all the time, but I eat like normal meals. I do have a super sweet tooth, but I think the thing is I drink a lot of Cokes and tea and stuff. Like, I hate water. I don't hate it. I don't prefer it, I guess you would say. So and then, you know, I'm not exercising, and so I'm like drinking all of these calories, and then I'm not working them off. So this voiceover has turned into me giving you a lecture about going to the gym or telling you my story about the gym, and oh my god, I'm so sorry. I might have to like redo this. If I redo this, you guys, I'm gonna cry because I have no idea what else to talk about. So I may just leave it like this. I'm sorry. Like I said, if you're one of those people who are like, please stop talking about other stuff, I just want to watch the build, put some music on and just mute me because I can't do it. And I personally like to listen to people talk. I don't know, I'm just me. I guess everybody has their own personal, you know, opinion about stuff, but I like to listen to people talk when they do their speed builds. Like, I'm watching, I'm getting some ideas myself on how to build and how to better my builds and my decor and everything, and I want to get to know you, and I want to talk to you, and not talk to you, but listen to you talk. And so that's what I prefer, so that's why I do it. Like I said, I'm sorry if you guys don't like that, because sometimes, you know, I can get a little completely off topic. Like, this is a speed build, like an artist speed build, and I'm talking about the gym. But if we want to talk about like being an artist, I'm not artistic. There you go. I'm not artistic at all. I wish I was, but I'm not. No, not happening. I cannot draw worth a crap. I try to be artistic. I cannot. I didn't know that I was so unartistic, I guess you would say, until I was in a sorority, and, you know, big little reveal, you have to like make a bunch of canvases and all kinds of stuff, and it was terrible. It was awful. I felt so bad for my little. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so not talented. I'm not artistic. I'm sorry. So yeah, anyways, if your sim is artistic, this apartment is the perfect apartment for them, for their family. If they want to move to the city, okay, and start their art career as an art critic or a painter, just load the family up. Come on out to, I think, 9:30 Medina Studios. I hope 9:30. If not, a false advertisement. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, this will be available in the gallery. Make sure you include custom content. I will link the custom content couch down below. But everything else comes in the game. Shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, you guys, because you're probably annoyed by me. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Love you guys. See ya.
Tell me if I got it wrong, but you don't wanna be alone. Spend the evening by yourself, but you'll miss me when it's getting late. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you'll let me. Got it.